The meaning of the movie author Orpheus to read for minutes published 5.10. 2020 updated 5.10. 2020, The Sky. Airplane. Girl is a simple melodrama from 2002, a remake of the equally touching 1968 melodrama. Directed by Vera Storogeva. Starring Dmitry Orlov and Konstantin Kubensky, Renata Litvinova, Mikhail Efremov. The latter plays in the melodrama the same role that in the original performed by his father. The plot is as simple as the sky above our heads. She is a strange to the point of strangeness woman, or Lara. He is a manly to the point of toughness man, or Georgie. He works in a bank, she is a stewardess. One day they come each in their loneliness to a cafe and get acquainted, because there is no one else in this cafe except the bartender Vanya. They start dating. She loves him, he loves her, not so much, but needs this woman. The whole movie is a series of dates and breakups. The strange thing is that his life is barely shown, while hers is quite active. A job in the sky, a crew commander hopelessly in love, an ugly girlfriend colleague who has more bad luck in her personal life than the protagonist, cities changing at kaleidoscopic speed, her sky. The sky is the only special effect of the movie, it changes with the heroine's mood. There is also Lara's former lover, who lives in the same house with her. Lara loves Georgie not speculatively, but genuinely cares about him. The relationship develops strangely, but one day he sets her up on a date in an unfamiliar city. She shows up, but he doesn't. As it turns out, she was supposed to wait for his second call, but flew in on the first. Here there is a real confession, and he realizes that he loves her too. Now Georgie appoints her a date and for the first time waits for her with flowers. Instead of her, Lara's colleague comes running and says that Lara will not come, she died during a private flight, saving passengers. End of the movie. Artistic features and difference from the original in the 1960s, the play, 104 pages about love, became a real theatrical hit. Then came the melodrama, once more about love, with Doronina, Lazarev and Efremov. The same love triangle is in the remake. But first about the language of the movie. The first 20 minutes seem to be a student work with unsophisticated play of famous actors. Unknown how they got into the coarse work of a novice director. Courageous Orlov, about whom we know nothing, strange in everything Litvinova, which is very annoying, her speech, gait, actions, behavior, but after half an hour this strangeness and primitiveness of melodrama flows unexpectedly into Artaher's quality. In the original, the beautiful blonde is played by the Soviet Marilyn Monroe, Doronina. She's there as an oddity to disprove the Soviet motto, be like everyone else. Here Litvinova's strangeness and her hypertrophied woman is a rebellion against the feminism that was gaining momentum in those days. Today we know that feminism has won, but back then it wasn't obvious yet. If the original was sentimental and touching, the remake is simpler than it is slightly scary. The only thing that stands out in both movies is the female character. There are no special effects here, there is only the sky, which changes with the emotions of the heroine, it is frowning, then clear. Another feature is the title. It is just a commentary on the pictures, at times, however, dim. First a picture of the sky, then a picture of an airplane, then a picture of a girl who disappears forever at the end. There are really no bright colors and everything is unsophisticated. You get to know each other, almost immediately into bed. The protagonist, often crying and looks like an albino delete record imagier. The protagonist is a man in a square, almost in a cube, big, unemotional, living by the rules. The closer the finale gets, the more the simple love story turns into a single object of perception, no sky or airplane, just a girl and a man. The acting is simple, as in the beginning of the movie, only the main character's fainting falls out of the scheme. But it is also natural, masculine, without hysteria. It's just love without impurities. Here, too, everything is simple, he loves her to the point of fainting, she loves him to death. Was it worth making such simple melodramas in the early 2000s? Yes, it was worth it, because it was a time of snobbery, when intellectuals, as in the 1960s, wanted to appear sophisticated. It was fashionable to be smart. This trend was repeated a few years ago, but now it has come to naught again, by the way, but that's not the point. The creators did everything they could to make a play from the 1960s look organic in the 2000s, so everything had to be simplified. But it was a time when feelings were supposed to be complicated, only unconventional couples were appearing, and the institution of the family was losing its relevance. The movie, Sky Plain Girl, became a reminder that love between a man and a woman is eternal and nothing can replace it, and true feelings are simple. The movie is simply about love. Don't overcomplicate it.